So, everybody can hear me? Yeah. First question to all, that you all awake now, or get awake now. Who is using AI in the daily business now? Please put your hands up. Who using AI in the daily business? One? No. So what we want to talk today is smart financing in the digital age. I changed the content a little bit. How far has the use of AI progressed in financial services? So where we are standing now, and this we want to discuss in the next 50 minutes. So today, 28 September, and my name is Mr. Mirko Twadi. So what we think 10 years ago AI would do today, and I think everybody can see this picture. I don't know what it is. It's a flying car, a flying taxi, or whatever it is, But I think everybody thought before 10 years we have self-driving cars driving here in Bangkok on the streets or whatever. But in the end, what happened? What is AI doing today? We all talk about generative AI or ChatGPT. Yeah? We have other models, not only ChatGPT. We have OpenAI. We have, for example, in Europe, we have BART. We have Aleph Alpha. This is a European OpenAI that is built. So we are now talking about ChatGPT and generative AI. Yeah, so that's what I asked. I think everybody here in this room used ChatGPT in the daily life or try to use it in the daily life. For my daily life, it changed completely because I use it completely every day. Perhaps not like in my daily life, but in my daily business life. So, what I wanted to say with the first two slides. Emperor Wilhelm II, I don't know if you know it from the history, So when you come from Europe, perhaps you know him, Emperor Wilhelm II. He said before, I don't know, 200, I don't know when it has been, but he said, I believe in the horse. The automobile is a temporary phenomenon, That means time is, what we think today, tomorrow will change, yeah? And now we are in the technology age of AI, so the changes come faster and faster and faster, So the automobile is a temporary phenomenon. I think this was not a good believing. So let's have a quick look. We talk about artificial intelligence. What is intelligence? Yeah, I found a citation from Jean Piaget. This is a Swiss biologist and pioneer of cognitive development psychology. And I think this is a funny fact. Intelligence is what you use when you don't know what to do. So I don't know what to do now, so I use my intelligence. This fact is not that important, but when we have a look at the definition, there are many definitions of intelligence, there are many definitions of artificial intelligence, but when we have a look to artificial intelligence, Britannica writes the ability of digital computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. So when we have a quick look, what is intelligence? We can have a quick look back when it works. Intelligence is what you use when you don't know what to do. This means artificial intelligence we use for when we don't know what to do, we use artificial intelligence. That means I don't know what to do, or I use ChatGPT. Or I don't know what to do, I use OpenAI. I ask Google. So our mental thinking or our thinking perhaps will took over by artificial intelligence. And I think this is an idea about the life that is not a good idea, That the artificial intelligence dominate our thinking, take over, Oh, we don't know what to do? Okay, ask ChatGPT, ask someone, ask Google, So I think this is a development that is not that good, and I think we have to think about in the next years how to use artificial intelligence in the right way, That is, don't take over our thinking, This is a crazy point, I think. Here. So, what made a future with AI look like? You know, I play with some definitions, but what might a future with AI look like? And when we want to see it, you know, what we do? We look to Huawei, and the Huawei Connect 23 has been before 2 weeks, I think. You know, this is a fresh stuff that I bring you with me here. So what the managing director of Huawei tell us before 2 weeks, you know? He said, large data pool and sufficient computing power is required for AI training, nothing new, you know? We need a large data pool and sufficient computer power required for AI training. This is nothing new, but Huawei find a solution. They say they replace ChatGPT, or these models are like this, for larger foundation models now. That's what they want to do. And, for example, they use it. I have to look to my notes, so because it's fresh in news. Traffic model that detects traffic incidents, set up detours, and informs emergency services. That AI can do. That AI can do much better than everything from the governmental thing. So, Huawei said too, they educate now 500,000 students for AI skills. This is a crazy thing, I think, yeah? So they say they need this AI professionals, so they educate 500,000 AI professionals or 500,000 students, you know? And example, they say they reduce in a car factory in Dubai, they reduce machine running time by 20% through AI. 20%, this is an enormous number. You know, when you see that the production of big factories are really automated by 20% through AI, this is a crazy number. And they say they introduce superclusters for AI calculations. Yeah, so they highlight here the Atlas 900. I don't know what it is. I have really to say, perhaps someone else. But this Atlas AI can train AI in days instead of weeks. This is a crazy point too. And they announced the weather model Pangu, they introduced too. And this trains weather data 43 years. And now the weather forecasts from Huawei, or this come to Huawei, are 10,000 times faster and more accurate than leading systems. So the Huawei, I don't know, or China or the Huawei will rule the world. I don't know. Yeah, but this is Pangu is particularly for warning of extreme weather events, for example. So this is what we see, or what is announced before 2 weeks, and I think next year some crazy other things will come out here. So this is a German. I'm from Germany, so this is in German. I will translate for you. AI briefing. You know, on the left side, you see that scientists build more and more complex models. The black one is AI models should solve complex exercises. And on the, I don't know if I can point here, on the right side you see that what David Pang from Huawei said too, the sufficient data is not enough, you know, so we want to train AI models, but we cannot because we don't have sufficient data. And this is why in the European Union now, Ursula von der Leyen, the EU president, want to use 3 supercomputers. 3 supercomputers, and these supercomputers can perhaps match this loss that we have here. So we want more and more AI models, but we cannot because we have not enough data center space or data space. On the right side, bad news for all people that are here. We have, oh, it was too fast. Back. So the figure 3, this is from Australia, but I think, yeah, you can have a look to the world. This is a disruption from AI by business, function, and industry. You know, you see different, industries, and we are here on the FinTech Festival, so we have a look at finance and insurance, and in the middle we see 95% and 97% AI will disrupt the admin and finance sector. So nearly 100%. So all people who work in the finance sector, your job is in danger, I think, you know. AI will come and catch it, you know. This is perhaps the output of this figure, you know. I don't know, you know, we don't know which jobs are the wanted jobs in the next years, so it will change fastly too. So what AI take over we don't know, I tell you already, but finance and insurance, you see, when you see all this number, 95 and 97%, so the prediction that in the finance and insurance, the AI will take a big part in is big. AI investments, what might the future with AI look like? AI investment is likely to grow in the next 3 years, or likely in the next 10 years, you know. So you see here the investments, you see the China, the US, and the world. And what is a little bit surprising, that China is not that much increasing, you know. I'm not sure if this picture, I don't know, it's from Goldman Sachs from, I think, 2020. I think these AI investments are more increasing now. Perhaps it's an old picture. I didn't control this source, but the world, you see, AI investments are increasing a lot. Yeah, the next years is until 25, but I predict it's much more than this. Importance of AI solutions. This is a Deloitte study by country and world. Interesting, South Africa, nearly 100%. Germany, where I come from, we always see the problems. We always see, oh, AI can steal our job, oh, data. Only 87%. We are the last one, but the world see it in the importance of AI solutions are seen clearly in the world. So when we have a look to Singapore, 89%, not bad too, but the world average, 94% see the needs or the importance of AI solutions. Here's the world. We at the FinTech Festival, let's have a look to how major is AI adoption in financial services, you know. This is a PW study across the DACH region, yeah, Switzerland, Austria, Germany. This is from 2022. So we have on the left side AI initiatives. So what it can be. So they say, oh, the companies that are asked say, oh, it's improving the efficiency in my company. It's cost saving, and but they see the problem with the compliance with the law. And when we saw to the white picture, the problem is the lack of available data. I see it more different. I think the data is there, but how to use this data, you know? The budget constraints is another point with 67%. And this is what Huawei do. Lack of AI skills of employees, they educate 500,000 students, you know? So this is crazy thing. So lack of AI skills are seen by the DACH companies, and I think it's like that, you know, their AI skills are not there. No one knows how to train a large language model and how to make a concept for a large language model. Some statements of a banking CDO: if we not ramp up AI in the coming 12 months, we will not exist any longer in the form we do right now. We are talking the right talk, but we are not walking the right walk. Many customers are not interested in ROI, but simply having an AI project running. But they don't know what they do there. You know, the FinTech CEO said, the main blocker is the mindset of the people. People are not aware of what is visible and what treasures are in the data, you know. And last but not least, everyone would like to do something with AI, rescue the world and stop famine, but they don't really know how to start. The world changed since generative AI and the ChatGPT, but yeah, I think these statements are standing for itself. PwC Director AI and FinTech say to this point, financial companies have a wheels of data at their disposal more than in almost any other industry. Yeah, we can see. The trick is to recognize in which areas data of the right quality can be obtained and which use cases could be particularly promising in production. So this is a good conclusion, I think. So the data are there, but the question is how to use. How is the concept to use the data, and which concepts we can do in the companies, and how to use this data in the FinTech industry or the financial industry. Some AI use cases in financial services industry worldwide, some AI use cases or some use cases are here, you know, but the biggest use case was 85%, 58%, is fraud detection, followed by finance process analysis. Cybersecurity is a big point, and the asset manager, I think, will increase more and more by AI, you know, but the biggest point of AI using now is fraud detection. You know, you can see from the statistics. So, big question, should you take financial planning advice from an AI? I don't know. the question is, I cannot answer, but I know there are some challenges with AI, or challenges with modeling data in the finance sector. So the first thing is the black box, you know? You don't know in the black box what the AI is modeling. So you don't know, you see the input and you see the output, but you don't know what it's modeling. So you cannot tell the customer in a bank or for a loan, you don't get a loan because of what? You don't know what this model models, you know? So, or what this AI model for you, you know? The second thing is the adversarial attacks, you know? AI models can be misled in producing incorrect results by minimal, barely perceptible changes in input data, you know? So when I change input data, you can see it really good in the corona crisis, in the climate change crisis, you know. They are modeling that the temperature will increase, they are modeling that many 100,000 people will die, but these are models. The reality probably is different, you know. So when you put another thing or you change the input data on one point, you know, perhaps you get the completely another results on the other point, on the other hand. So this is a big risk then when we put something in that the model, we don't know what the model do and we don't know which input data we have to bring to have a correct output, you know? And the last point is the biases. It's called biases if training data does not represent the entire target group. This can lead to bias and discriminatory decisions, you know? That's a big point too, I think. So I have to hurry, need neu. So what we do, in Germany, yeah, this is a nice product, I think. Opportunities of AI grant applications. So we have many grants. I think Singapore have many grants too, for example. Thailand, not that many, I know. So what we do Fördercafé, making ideas happen. Yeah, so we compare to Google, or we try to make it with Google. So we train, in our platform, we train data. On the right side, we can train data. This was all we built. So we have data that we train. This is an easy AI model we built before 5 years. So we can have data that we can train, like here, for example, they want to develop something for clinical diagnostic, and we can train to categories, you know? So we are always sitting there and training the data, you know, to set the right category that the customer can find the right category for its grant application. And we develop a scoring algorithm, and you can play with this scoring. This scoring, yeah, is trained from us that you can better find your loan, you can better find your grant, you know, with the scoring algorithm. You don't need me anymore as a consultant. You can go to our platform and search. This is a grant program, this called Go Digital, you know, this have a score of 96%. The score, this algorithm we built, and the score take over my advice. The user or the customer can go in and find the perfect loan, the perfect grant for himself, you know, and can play with these parameters. So when it's, for example, yellow or red, you know, he can put another parameter in, and then it gets green, and the score getting better. That's what we do. We're building AI now, a new AI too, but the time is ticking, and we come to the key facts, what I told you. For me, this is really clear. Every company, perhaps not a startup, but every company needs an AI department. Every company have now to hire 2 people or find 2 people in the organization, depends on how big it is, you know, and build up an AI department in its own company. That we saw from Huawei. Smaller specialized models will be replaced by larger foundation models. So ChatGPT is not number 1 anymore, Huawei says. There will come more larger foundation models for train the AI. We need a large data pool. We saw on the graphic from the European Union, you know, and sufficient computer power required for AI training. So we need the data. So I'm in projects in Germany for build up big data centers. You know, these are construction projects in Germany now for big data center. So it come more and more about, yeah, companies from France come that are in my company that we consult now, and yeah, to put up this data centers for have the data. The question is not how to program or use AI, but to how set up meaningful concepts to use AI in one's own company. So what I say, we can train the AI, but we need and we can develop an AI or we can use an AI, but we need meaningful concepts, you know, for use AI in our own company, you know? So the conceptual thing is the big point. There are incredible number of uses of AI, and AI will be used where we don't think it will be used, you know, that we see in the first two pictures, you know. We don't know where AI will be used next year. I saw now in Germany, I saw you go to a swimming pool, you know, and there's someone who look if you fail or not, but this AI will do now in Germany. You don't need this guy anymore, or the girl, who look, oh, someone is in danger. No, the AI will tell you, and send you the signal, oh, someone is in danger. You know, this is a big R&D project in Germany, for example, you know. So you think like, oh, the guy or the girl who take care the pool is not anymore needed. And the last thing, there are high risks involved, and politics must develop meaningful ethical concepts how AI can be used in a legal wide form. So that's the conclusion. I think the politics have the exercise now to make a legal concept, a legal form, how to use AI in an ethical concept. Yeah, that's it for me, and thanks for the attention for this moment.